Hi Taurus, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Taurus, this is your general reading. I call it messages from source or messages from the universe. And I'll start to incorporate the frequency of the number into the reading. So that today's date is number 2, the 2nd of June. Crazy that we're already in June. And so the frequency of 2 is all about relationships with communication and conversation. And we have the 0. Today's date we say just 2, but it's 0. Sorry, it's 02. And so the number 0 is all about the full circle. Something has come full circle. So something has come to an end and it's ready and it's ripe to take that next step. So that's really gorgeous for your overall energy of the reading. So let's see specifically what's going on for you, Taurus, for the very near future is what I'm asking about. There you go. There you go. Things are flying out. It wants to fly into, oh wow. Ooh. 11 and 7. 7. I'm using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. There you go. By John Holland, but it's not a typical tarot reading because I don't know tarot. I'm only using the images of the cards to get my intuition going. These are beautiful cards and beautiful numbers. So something has come full circle. And we had the number 2 there. And this is number 11, which is... So 11 is like, it's a double new beginning. We don't add... We could have had number 2 here again, but we don't add those up because 11 is a master number, as is 22 and 33. So 11 is all about a portal, stepping through something, going through something new, deciding to take that next step, deciding to say goodbye to this and to go through something, or to invite something in, like a doorway that you open up and you invite it in, like you're saying to the universe or to yourself or to your surrounding that you're ready to receive this, or you're ready to take that step and go towards it. And it's going to create some sort of balance. You've already come to this very balanced place. This is balance on the bottom. I do apologize because their program reverses the images. I've been keeping it in for now. It's this balance on the bottom, and it just speaks about how you already are in balance. You sort of cannot not be in balance and have this portal situation enter into your life. You need to reach that balance first to get more balance, if that makes sense. And so you've reached that place, and it's like you're having the tools, you're having the knowledge, the wisdom to take this next step. You're attracting this situation because you have the wisdom to attract it, because you have the knowledge to attract the situation and what it means for you to step through this next. I think this thing that you're stepping into is like a whole new area for you that I feel almost like you haven't lived it before, but you still have such a strong wanting of experiencing it, if that makes sense. It's like, so the only thing that comes to mind is sex, which is weird, or maybe not. But it's like, okay, if you're as a teenager, perhaps even more so a boy, because I have that reference. I don't have a reference like that because I'm not a boy. But my oldest son is talking about it. And it's like this feeling of, okay, I want to experience this sex thing that everybody's talking about. I want to have that. I want to experiencing it. But I have no idea what it's about. I have no idea what to do. I have no idea how to but you receive a certain kind of emotional place, mental place, physical place when there's like a readiness around it, so that you feel like, yes, I would be ready to try it, and I'm excited and I'm eager and I'm anticipating this whole thing that everybody's talking about to be a good thing, and I want to experience it. I want to try it out. I feel the same thing, not around that it's like a sexual orientation thing, but it's like the same vibe. Your readiness for it is really there. Like you're emotionally ready, you're physically and mentally ready, probably even spiritually ready, because it's a portal. It's like it's the universe card. So there's something speaking about how you needed to reach a certain spiritual level like growth, like you had to be this energy field before you can take this on. So it's like, you know what it is, you know what it's like, not what it's like, but like on a, it's not like you stepping into something that you have no idea what it is. You know of it, but you just haven't experienced this type of situation before, this place in your life, this time in your life, with the things going on around you, stepping into this new situation. You have not experienced that before, but you're really ready to do so. Really ready to do so. And here we have number 7. It's a crown chakra. So number 7 is also a completion. It's like a full circle, but it's like you worked towards this, you planned for this, you created it, you've been envisioning it, you have just stepped one step closer to it. And now we reached the number 7, which is on the 7th day he rested. We're taking a pause. We're sitting back. We're waiting now for the results to come in. We're waiting for just the universe to deliver to us what it is that we already have put in motion, if that makes sense. So it's not an ending. It's not that we're ending this and we're moving into something completely different. This is you not doing anything more than to just wait for things to now fall into place in the category of what it is that you want. And it's happening. And because it's the crown chakra, it's all about the connecting in to the universe. Connect the universe card with the balance, how you're connected in with the higher self, with your inner being, whatever you want to call it. You have that connection now. You're so working on that crown energy center that it's like, you feel every movement, you feel the shifts and the changes and the subtleness in between. It's like a calling. It's a calling. You feel pulled to go towards it, and obviously, it might feel like there's somebody else calling you, but this is you that have put these wishes out there, and that wish grabs hold energy-wise. It grabs hold. It's like a thought form that then, well, maybe it's the opposite. There's an energy form that becomes a thought form that then becomes a thing form. It's that movement, that process. And so when something feels like it's pulling you towards it, there's a calling. It's you that really have put it there to call you yourself, if that makes sense. A bit out there maybe, but it just means that it's ripe. You're ripe. You're ready to receive this. You're ready. Like I said, it's almost like you're stepping through this portal. You're going towards it, but it's also at the same time something you're allowing in. You're allowing for this to happen now because it's ready. Again, black borders. The universe is really with you on this one, and you're really ready for it. And then we have number 5, which is a life path or change in your life path. And I feel like this is like, it is your life path. You're on your perfect path right now. There's a slight change in direction, not from, I think you say deviate. It doesn't deviate from your original plan. It is your original plan, and therefore you're on your life path. But now when this is ripe, now when this is ready for you to receive and for you to go on, it's a shift in direction. So there's something that is telling me that you've done something before and it was playing out in this way, and you were doing it this way, and maybe you went to this job, and maybe you had this, you were living in this particular place or whatever, how it's like normal day-to-day life is playing out. And now when you're stepping through this portal, now when you're saying yes to this opportunity, to this thing that's coming into your life, it's a change in direction. Not that it's always like, what is happening now? You planned for it, and so you've been expecting it. But now when it starts to happen, it shifts your day-to-day life. That's going to shift into something else. And at the very beginning here, I feel like this is very heartfelt for you. It's such a dream for you that is coming alive now. It's really coming to fruition. It might even be a childhood dream or something that you've been wanting. Because to say a childhood dream, it just means that it's not just a typical, I want ice cream, and then we went for ice cream later this afternoon. but it's like it's a process that has been there for a while. You've been planning, and maybe even at times thinking it was not going to come about, or that was just a utopia. That was just your wildest imagination, and oh my goodness, it is actually here. So there's a change in your path. You're gonna like, your day-to-day life is gonna be different from now on, from when you say yes to this, stepping into this, or allowing it in. But it's well prepared for, it's well sought after. It's not a blow to your, like a surprise that, oh my God, this is happening. It's well sought after. And the thing is that I think that you see this as a final destination, not the fact that you're not going to do anything else beyond this, but it's like a final, because you looked at it as, I want to get there, I want to receive this, I want to have this opportunity, and once it's here, it's like it's here. And the fact that it's here, that in itself is really big, it's really profound. But now starts the ripple effects. Now it's like, it's here and you're holding it so dear to your heart. It's such an emotional win for you. And this is a tiny bit in the future is what I feel. Now, when we have arrived, and I understand that some of you guys haven't arrived here yet. So that's why I say it feels like now I'm starting to talk a tiny bit into the future, to where it has already happened. Now we're in it. Now we've changed the location. Now we're changed jobs. Now we've jumped on board on this new opportunity, this new relationship, whatever this is. This is a bit further down the line. It's what it feels like. In itself, where you feel like, okay, I reached this place, now it's going to have a ripple effect. It's going to, now when you're here, it's like you're wanting this car, and you're manifesting this car. Awesome that you're manifesting this car, but this car is not just going to stand in the driveway of your house or whatever you live. Now you're going to start to drive it. You're going to take it places, and you're going to explore things due to this car being here. Or now you manifested this gorgeous relationship. Now the journey begins, and now you're starting to have all these different kind of dreams or wishes for this relationship. Like where can we take this? Where do we want to go? What do we want to explore together? This job that you're taking on, or this opportunity, like it doesn't end here, it starts here. And so there's going to be like ripple effects when you enter into it, that I don't think, and it wasn't supposed to be that either, because you could only take it so far. But it's like, now what do we do? Now when we arrived and we're wanting to see like the future, I don't think that you even counted on how much more, or how much else it was going to bring to you. You were just so sure, and that's why you were so called to this very place that you're searching for, reaching for, not completely understanding how much more is going to come to that, and through that connection, through that result, through that opportunity. Now it's almost like now the journey begins. It's really cool. It's a really cool vibe around this, that it's like you're going to say 2 years from now, or even just a year from now, you're going to say, looking back, I knew that I wanted this. I knew that I want to go there, but not in a million years could I have dreamed up, but you will on some level, or it can't happen. But you wouldn't expect it to be this much more, or this much richer, or this much deeper, or this much like coloring and adding on to it than you initially like thought it was going to bring. You thought it was going to bring good stuff, beautiful stuff, but like this, no. That's the feeling I get. So it's a really, really, I love the feeling around this. What else for Taurus? This situation. Gorgeous numbers with 11 and 7 and 5. It's like strong, very determined. Let's step through this portal, double new beginning. We don't have to do anything more than to just let things fall into place now. It's a change in direction in your life path, but it's expected. and creating so much more. So much more is going to come out of it. Okay, what else for Taurus? There you go. Wow. Yet a number 5. 2 spiritual borders, 2 purple borders. So we have 5, 6, and 3. So I feel like this is almost, so something will come about. Something. We have number 5 there again. So changing your life path. We know that this is a strong wanting for you. This is something that you, I don't know if you even would consider to call it life purpose. It's almost like your life purpose to do this, because it's going to bring so much growth for you, so much expansion on your part. Maybe people around you, friends, family members, co-workers. It's going to bring about so many things for other people as well, not just for you, but in the extended family or extended workplace. It's like it's bringing about stuff for other people as well. There's something about like jumping this, taking a leap of faith or having a leap of faith, that there's going to be, so I feel like there's a divided, sorry, it's a bit itchy. There's a divided feeling here. Like there's some of you guys, some of you Tauruses, this has been, so there's a broad, it's almost like a road, portrayed as a road, very narrow road, but still it's very, I feel like it's very solid to walk on. It's not like you're trying to have a balancing act to walk on this. It's very solid to walk on. But then we had like a little interruption or like a gap. Something happened. And I think for some of your Tauruses, this is a situation that has already happened. This was your thing to get over, to sort of, so you had this wish, you had this wanting for something to happen, for this opportunity to come around for you, for this break, result, relationship, whatever it is. And something showed up that made you think, oh shit, it's not gonna happen. Like it's gonna take so much. It's gonna take so much for it to happen that it might not even be worth it. And it slowly started to come together. There's like a huge healing thing happening here. And I keep saying, but it looks like, if you've seen the movie Avatar, there's little flying aroundies. I don't know what they're called. Spirits, maybe. They're there to heal things. It's from the Awa tree. I love it. It's like it's mending, it's healing the situation. It's coming in to work with you. And so we're putting an end to this gap here. It's like it's being mended. It's becoming whole so that you can continue to walk your path here. Or you're so sure that this is happening now. You're so sure of your dream, of your vision. You're starting to see it come together. You're understanding that it is taking place. We're actually doing this. I'm doing this. It's happening. I'm inviting this opportunity in. And in the midst of this, all of a sudden this interruption comes in. Let's call it that, an interruption. I just want to say that it comes up, but it comes up for me to tell you to not feel discouraged and to sort of have this in the back of your mind that, okay, wait, she talked about this. She talked about some sort of interruption happening. It's going to be mended. It's almost for you not to even interfere with. It's almost for you not to be upset about whatsoever, because it might look like one thing one day and only to make, so you thought you were on track. You thought you were going to do this, whatever this is. You thought you were going to allow this in, whatever that was. It's like you were supposed, this is not really what I'm feeling, but I want to address that as well, so that if there's a relationship for some of you guys, I feel it's more work related or shifting location. But if this is a relationship, it's like somebody you were supposed to meet somebody. You're so excited to see them. You're so freaking excited to see them because you feel like this is something really good. Only to have a phone call from them saying that they can't see you. And you will feel really discouraged. You will feel like, oh shit. Like, I so waited for this. I so planned for this. I was so excited for this. And now they don't want to see me. Only to 5 hours later have a second call from them to say, oh wait, I'm sorry. I changed my mind again. I do want to see you. And then it would be in vain for you to sit there and just be so disappointed or feel so sad about the fact that you're not going to meet them. But it's just going to be like, it's that short amount, maybe not just 5 hours, but maybe just a little window of a few days, 1 or 2 days, that this interruption is going to happen, but it's going to sort of almost solve itself. It's not even for you to approach or do anything with. And for some of you guys, this has already happened. This has already happened, and for a while there, you thought it wasn't going to come around, it wasn't going to be. And then all of a sudden, movement was there again without you even really doing anything, okay? It wants to show you victory and success. This is when the trumpets are coming out. We're celebrating, we're moving forward. It's the number 6, so there's a totality around something. Something is being completed. It's a spiritual border again, so it's a very expanding movement forward, understanding situation, expanding understanding situation. Trumpets celebrating. It's like we're doing it. We're moving it forward. I want to say we. I'm using a lot of we here, so it's not. I don't think you're alone in this. If this is a business situation, it's like a team of co-workers. If this is families, like a team of family members. I feel like this is a we thing rather than an I or a me thing. We're moving it forward. It's so awesome. Victory and success. It wants to show that like in the same, where we have obstacles and challenges. I'm Russian every once in a while. And we have challenges there. It just wants to show you, no, not really. It's going to just take care of itself. Or we're going to have trumpets out in a minute, and we're going to celebrate the success of this. And here, it just, and the journey begins. It's like, it's a fertility card. So it's like, yeah, it can be that somebody has been waiting and waiting and waiting to be pregnant. Somebody has literally been waiting to be pregnant. And here it is now. Maybe it has been like you couldn't get pregnant, or you got pregnant and it was a miscarriage. You found out the news that it wasn't this time around either. And then you get the news again. It's victory, I'm pregnant, we're doing this. And this time around is definitely a journey begins. Being pregnant is only nothing of it. It's the journey begins, for sure. This is also the journey begins for everybody else, but in the different context of being pregnant. But being pregnant with a changing location, going from this place to this place, is a fertility moment of getting into this beautiful relationship, of starting this new business, of this next opportunity that is now coming your way. It's so in the beginning stages and you're loving it, and it's gonna really blossom, guys. It's gonna be so beautiful. It's like at the beginning stages. A perfect place to go into the extended. I'm gonna see what we can find out more about the situation for you guys. So if you feel like you resonate with that and are interested in that, then the link is, I can't talk. The link is in the description box down below. But if this is where we part ways, then thank you so much for watching, Taurus, and I hope to see you back soon. Take care. Bye.